Okay, stand please. You take care of the mobile work or you pick the dancer. You just hang out if you're chosen. If you get picked, just hang out and then after we get top 10, the rest of you dancers will come shake the family's hand and we really appreciate it. And thanks for coming out and sharing your dance style with the family here this afternoon. Okay, make up the rest of you dancers if you can come through and shake the family's hand. Let's give these dancers a round of applause for coming out here and sharing their style with us this evening. And if we could have the next 10 come into the circle, group number 2. Group number 2, you judges ready? Here we go, hold tight. good to see you here. Once again, we'd like to thank the Pow Wow Committee and the home community of Keweenaw Bay Band and Lake Superior Ojibwe for letting the family host this special here this weekend. Okay, that's 10. The rest of you dancers come shake hands with the family. Neglect for bringing your dance style here this afternoon. And final 10, the top, the third group, come on in, please. Third group. And once we finish with this group, we'll give them a breather. And then we're going to call out the top 30, and they're going to dance one song, and from that, pick 15 from there. So here we go with the final group. Group number 3, Ho-Chunk Station, Hoka. Truly an honor to be able to speak for this special this afternoon and be up here with this family. And all the kids that are here, grandkids that are up here with 4 generations and doing exactly what their father, grandfather, great-grandfather taught them to do. live in a good way, and take care of your family, and dance. All these kids, grandkids, great-grandkids, it's good to see them in this circle. And what an example this man made for this way of life. And it's truly an honor for me, on behalf of myself and my family, to be a part of this special. So with this, the rest of you dancers come shake hands. Let's give all these dancers a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. What a beautiful sight to be up here in Marquette, Michigan, with all these traditional dancers and all their style, bringing their style here to this gathering this weekend. And I can't emphasize enough what an honor, and how humble and the family is just grateful to the community for letting them host this special for their father, grandfather, and great-grandfather. Later on this year, they'll have the first memorial, and there'll be stuff on Facebook and all that other social media to let you know where and when that is. So, but we'd like to thank all you gentlemen for bringing your style here this afternoon. I'm trying to run my mouth a little bit to give this third group a minute, because what we're going to do now, and Ho-Chunk Station a breather, because we're going to have the top 30 go out in a minute, and from that 30, we have 15 judges, and they're going to pick one. That'll take us to the top 15. And from the top 15 we have, that's when we make it to the winner's circle. Because like I said, first place is 2,000 in gifts, second place is 1,200 in gifts, third is 800 in gifts, fourth is 600 in gifts, four consolation prizes of $200, and the remaining seven, $50. So the family is paying out 15 spots in honor of their father, grandfather, and great-grandfather in this way of life that is shared throughout Indian country. And it's good to see 18 and up. We see some older gentlemen out here who danced in this circle with Jim Klien Sr. And I'm sure they have lots of good old stories. So where we're at, we have our top 30. We have our top 30 in the circle. We have Ho-Chunk ready to get down with the get down. And here we go. Turn it loose. Ho-Chunk Station. our top 15. Judges, you know what to do. Bring your dancer up there. All right, yeah, cheer your dancer on. So these 15 are in the money. Wow, we got dancers from all over Indian country here. Beautiful outfits here, sharing their dance style here in Keweenaw Bay. Here we go. That's our top 15. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And let's see these dancers. That's a lot of dancers. Big Wexford coming here this afternoon and sharing your dance style with the family. Really makes them feel good. Uncle Jim, like I said, left in October, so the hurt is really still there. So he loved this way of life, raised his family in this way of life. Like I said, he was in Vietnam with the United States Marine Corps. One of the gentlemen that I looked up to, and one of the reasons why I myself joined the Marines was a gentleman like him. And when I did come home, Jim shared with me a lot of protocol stuff, so I'm so grateful to Jim for doing that. So I knew how to conduct myself when I come into the circle as a veteran. So I just like to thank the family once again. I can't thank them enough for letting me be a part of this special this afternoon. So now we have the 15. Okay, gentlemen, before we go to this next song, that top 15, go ahead and get something to drink. We'll give you a couple minutes here. We know that's a lot of songs because we got 2 songs. We're going to have a straight song and a foot slide, so get some water. Whole chunk, go ahead and get some water. A lot of singing. But what a beautiful sight this afternoon. All these traditional dances. Like I said, this top 15. They're all winners, but all of us are winners anyway for just being here this weekend and sharing the love that we have for this way of life, celebrating life through song and dance. What a blessing. Like I said, Jim Klien Sr.'s family is here with us, got 4 generations here. And his grandson, son-in-law, our judging grandson, granddaughter, so it's really good to see that. So with that, top 15. Okay, top 15, we're going to have a straight song and a foot slide. After that second song, stay in place and we're going to go from there. With that, here we go. Overtime station. acknowledge Alex Klien here, this young champion traditional dancer here. Jimmy's grandson. Adrian was asked to be head dance judge here this weekend. And his grandson is a champion traditional dancer, and he didn't dance because his dad's head judge. Old ways. Really good to see that. Let's give this young man a round of applause. Following his grandpa's footsteps, champion traditional dancer. Just want to share about that much. Okay, second song, here we go, Boat Station. So what we're going to do from here, the top 8 are going to go back into the circle and dance one more song. And after that song, we need the top 8 to line up, and we'll pull off the top 4 who will dance one more song. And they are dancing for $2,000, $1,200, $800, and $600. Okay, if we can get those top 8 back into the circle, please. Okay, I just got what we're going to do. And what we're going to do here, we have our top 8, one song. And Jim's grandsons are going to pick the top 4. So after this one song, if we can get you gentlemen to line up, face that way, we're going to pick our top 4 for one more song. And what a blessing to see this families here. We got the Cleveland boys, Whole Truck Station singing. Jerry Cleveland Sr.'s grandsons. And we have Jim Klien Sr.'s grandsons picking the top 4. We're talking over 45 years. Let's give these gentlemen, these families a round of applause. What a true blessing. Back in the day, when those Clevelands and those Kliens would show up, they were like, damn. Couple boatloads of champions, and it's really good to still see that happening. These families still dancing hard and celebrating life. Okay, here we go. We have our top 8. Like I said, these grandsons are going to pick our top 4. So what we're going to do after this song, face that way, line up and face that way. So here we go. Top 8. Take it away, Whole Truck Station. give them a round of applause. Let's line up, face that way. Yeah, the top 8 men's traditional special in the James Klien Senior men's traditional special. Here at Keweenaw Bay Band of Lake Superior Ojibwe 2025. What a celebration. So what we're going to do now, the grandsons are going to take our top 4. Those will be our finalists. And the remaining 4 will receive $200, a blanket, and some sweetgrass. On behalf of the family, and we'd just like to say Midwest for coming here this weekend and share your dance style with us. What a blessing to have all these different men's traditional dancers here with us. What we're going to do now is top 4, dancing for $2,000, $1,200, $800, and $600 jackets and gifts. Here's one of our first finalists. Two, 3, and there's our top 4. All right, let's give these remaining 4 a round of applause, and they will receive $200, a blanket, and some sweetgrass, and a t-shirt. Midwest once again for sharing your dance style with us here. Make the family feel good. Like I said, Jim was a champion Northern men's traditional dancer. Traveled throughout Indian country. Oh, thank you, John. A lot of dancing, a lot of dancing. Okay, if we can get those top 4, go ahead and get a drink of water. We have one more song. $2,000, a jacket, and some other gifts. And like I said, originally this special was supposed to be on Walpole. So at least it's American money and you don't have to pay tariffs on the money either. So if you had to take that jacket back to the States, you have to claim it. Go ahead, top 4, get a drink of water. Like to say Midwest, the whole Trump station for singing all those songs. Honoring the family. Okay, gentlemen, what we're going to do, that top 4, we're going to line up after this song. And the family's going to come out and pick our winners. And we'd like to thank Sam over there and his family. On behalf of the family, Sam, would like to say Midwest, she donated some armbands and cups to our champions. Beautiful work he brought. Sam, Midwest over there, put that cheeseburger down. Some beautiful work, but Hobby Lobby bag. There's a Louis Vuitton boy. We out there, top 4? Good? Good? Here we go, whole truck station, top 4, Jim Klien special. Okay. Beautiful. The family's getting together. And we're going to pick our fourth place winner. Fourth place winner, $600, a jacket and a star quilt. Fourth place, Richard Street. Let's give him a round of applause. $600, a star quilt, a jacket. And this is our third place winner. Dwight Littlejohn, Rosa River, Manitoba, $800, a jacket, star quilt, some sweet grass. Richard Street is from Fort Totten, North Dakota. And our second place winner of $1,200, a jacket, star quilt. Uh-oh. She getting fancy. All right, Brenda Jackson, West Arizona, winner of $1,200 with some gifts. So that means our champion, Malcolm Murphy. All right, let's give him a round of applause. And Daddy Klien is going to present the champion with the gifts. The matriarch of his family. Let's give him a round of applause, our champion. All of them. Once again, thank all you dancers for coming out here and sharing your style. Make the family feel good. If we could have Whole Truck Station come up, the family has some gifts for you. Whole Truck Station. If we could have a representative from the Pow Wow committee come on up. The family has a gift for letting us have this special here this weekend. It is a true blessing and an honor. And I'd like to say Jimmy Gwick for the committee for allowing the family to share in this special for this fine devil dog, James Klien Sr., Vietnam veteran, United States Marine Corps. All right.